Bubble art can create these unbelievable patterns. The colors mix together so beautifully and create these almost hexagonal shapes. If you have a canvas that is very shiny, it's a lot better for making this bubble art. And so I have one test that I made here, and I'm using a tablespoon of glycerine. Is it glycerine? What's it called? Yes, vegetable glycerine. And I'm using a tablespoon full of biodegradable detergent. And I have a 50% water to 50% latex color mix that I'm going to show you. 7 colors. So I'm going to show you guys how to make bubble art. I haven't done much of it myself. I've done it once or twice. I had a really shiny canvas, which is an advantage when you have something very shiny, because the bubbles will actually adhere differently. They'll make a better circle. With a rougher surface, you're going to end up with bubbles that are less pronounced. So what I need to do is I have made one mix, and that's how easy I can get it to blow up in terms of bubbles. So what I do is I have 50% water and 50% the color that I'm going to use. I've just made a bunch of colors. It's not really important how this painting turns out. I just want to basically show you how it's done. So this is 1 large spoon of glycerin. 1 large spoon of detergent. So this one's done. I'm just going to do them all. I was thinking of hooking up an air compressor to do this, but most people don't have a little air compressor like I have, so I'm going to try to do it in a way that people can duplicate this. So there's the glycerin, and from my experience, darker colors will show up better on a canvas. Okay, everything is set up. So now what I really need to do is mix this up nicely. So the predominant colors are going to be this purple and this dark blue. They will probably dominate the canvas, and maybe the red. Okay, so I'm going to start. I've got a spatula with me, so I'm going to break it off. I'm going to try a darker color. There we go. Going to do the red. It seems when you have too much paint in there, it's harder to get it to go into making these beautiful bubbles. Okay, so I've learned something. If you have the container less full, it's a lot easier to get it to turn into bubbles. Doesn't matter the mix. Like this red is down to here, so I can get lots of volume coming up. Okay, let's make another one. This one here is quite thick. It's going to give me trouble, just like the purple did, or the purple. I'm suspicious that if you have too much paint in there, I might be wrong. Let's see what happens. No, it's working. It's actually really nice when you don't have to do too much. You can sort of see the mix that it's going to work or not. If it's too thick, it doesn't work so well. And there's something happening here where the bubbles are sort of battling with each other. That's super cool. When they break up, they turn into like a fishnet instead of turning into like a bubble itself. It's nice when you're doing a piece of artwork like this where you don't really have to have it turn out to be something really nice. You're just experimenting. It's very important. Look at this guy here. It's not actually doing what the other ones are doing. It might be the paint that's causing it not to be so nice. Let's see if I can get this to work, this blue. Oh yeah. So I've got lots of yellow here, so I'm going to try to put some blue inside there. Cool. Right here. It's like the bubbles have burst, but the elements are still there. Wow, that's really interesting. Look at that, it's like a fishnet. It's more of a fishnet than it is bubbles. It's quite hard to get colors inside other colors. I think it was the purple that was giving me trouble. Let's see. Was it the purple? Yeah, that's what it is. It's the paint is too thick. There's too much paint and not enough water to dilute that. Okay, what color do I not have a lot of? The combination of the laundry detergent and the glycerin really helps the situation out by it creating these colors that are very diluted. If you look inside here, you can see the hexagon shape of the actual bubbles. They're not round, they're more hexagon. Now the only question I have is, can you make this too wet? Meaning there's too much paint in here. And see how you have this dripping going on? Look at those colors. Wow! And they're sort of blowing up with each other, which is even more beautiful, how these colors mix together. Okay. Yeah. It reminds me a little bit of tie-dye. Actually very funny how it looks. And these bubbles aren't blowing up as quick as I thought they might. That I don't understand why you have paint dripping like that. Maybe it's because I'm going too fast, I'm blowing too fast. I think that's what it is. You have to go very slow. Wow. That's actually incredibly interesting how it's making these. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like, look at that. That's super cool. When they break up, they turn into like a fishnet instead of turning into like a bubble itself.